So, welcome to this private stream. And the reason I say that is because this is basically kind of like a pre-recorded video, if you will. Or just a video in general. And the reason I decided to do it this way, unlike the last time that I went on stream and talked, is because I feel like with the possibility of being live, I would end up taking more time than I need to today. And I really just need to talk about what's been going on with me lately. And some of you may have noticed that if you've been watching my recent streams. But this is for those of you who don't know, or even those who know don't know like the entirety, you know, what's been happening lately. So that's what this here, I guess you can call it a video in a way, is going to be about. So to start, let's say we talk about the biggest thing that has really impeded me from streaming as much as I would like to lately. And it all started about a week and a couple days prior, where it all started at one night. I got constipation. From what exactly, I'm still not sure to this day. Believe that it was some bad chicken, probably undercooked. Don't know, but it was, you know, I believe I hadn't had that in quite a couple of years. Maybe once, some years ago, I might have had, you know, constipation, but this time around, it was really, really bad. To the point where my breath was, you know, it stank. Like, as if, like, it had the fumes. My breath smelled like the fumes of a toilet itself. And that's how bad it was, so. That was the first night that it happened. And then that continued, actually, for, like, I would want to say 2 more days. And I was staying with my mom during that time. So she made me teas and everything to help me recover from that. And got me, like, the pink medicine that helps you relieve yourself better when you have stuff like that. But I did lose the constipation after those couple days, but ever since then, something has not been right. To this day, I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it in my lower part of my body. I would say around the, well, I it's not that I would say, it seems to be around the pelvic region. It's as if I have some kind of feeling like down there. Not exactly like where my privates are, but if you know, like that region, like right above your thigh, like those lines, right? It's I don't know the exact medical term for it, but I kind of think of it like you know how women have, what is it, like their eggs? Like there's those tubes connected to their eggs. That's kind of what it feels like for me, but it has to do with my regular, like, bladder system. So that's the best way I can put it right now. I'm doing this, well, I found a moment too, and this is all, you know, just off the top of my head. But I needed to sit down and do this because I do want to inform you guys of what's going on, because it's very important and everything. But ever since that day till now, it's felt like I've had a real bladder issue in a way, and I can't tell if it's an infection or not. And you know, neither can my parents. I can only describe it in the way that I feel, and it's really complicated because it's not only that I feel, it's also like this, I guess you could call it aching feeling that I feel in my upper back as well, like if I pull the muscle. Excuse me. I've been feeling that, and like occasionally something, I guess, on the side of my stomach as well. Possibly some sort of cramp, but I can't be too sure about it. I used to have inflammation, like a lot of inflammation, like the couple days after I had the constipation, and it was hell, you know. But right now, I had to change the way I've been eating a bit. I have a couple of pre-made meals in the fridge that my mother helped me make when I was with her, and I replace pretty much whatever I eat in the morning with that. And I'm also trying to actually eat 3 meals a day, because before I would not. I would only eat like sometime probably in the afternoon, and then at night, which that combination, it already seems pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, looking at it now. I've also cut off other beverages except tea and water, of course. No soda or anything like that. Haven't had that. And I had milk this morning, but it's not like it's plant milk. Used it for a bowl of cereal just to have something, because I was doing something in the morning. I was occupied, but I didn't want to miss out on eating some sort of breakfast in the morning. But I've adjusted my eating habits for now. I'm still eating a couple of regular meals, mostly I think at, you could say, dinner time. I've eaten a couple of regular meals, not like adjusted ones. So in terms of eating, I've been okay. It's so hard to really say what this feeling is, but what really sucks is that everything seems to get worse at night. It's like during the day, as soon as I wake up, I may feel it here and there, but very, very little of it. But at night, as soon as it's nighttime, everything just starts to get worse. To the point where my back is bothering me, and I can't sit down right, and I can't even lay down for like a couple hours to try to go to bed. And it just sucks. And the worst part is I can't do any streams while going through all that, which is something I love doing and I want to continue doing. But my health has to come first, or else there might be something wrong, with me. And if I just stood quiet about it, then it could possibly be fatal in some way, as opposed to taking the steps to adjust all my habits from before to kind of improve my condition now, while we're in the process of trying to get me to get checked in to a doctor. That's a whole other thing that's also going on. The short version of it is, right now, I don't have the coverage to go see somebody, and we're working on that. That's just the short of it. So, as it is right now, I basically have to endure until I can actually go get checked up and see if there's anything wrong with me. It has been taking a toll on how I feel normally, for sure. And I really just want it to go away. Like, I'm trying to do everything I can to not, how do I put it? Oh, I don't think there is a better way to put it, but sorry, sometimes the thoughts just go away for a bit. But I'm trying not to sit as much as I did, like especially when I was streaming or just like on my computer game for like hours. I've been trying to stand and walk around more and try to go to the bathroom as soon as I have a feeling that if I just need to go, whether it's, you know, 1 or 2, either one, I just try to empty my system as soon as it feels like it's time. Especially since I've been drinking a lot of water. It seems like I've had to pee more times than anything out through the day. And I've only like went to take a dump like maybe once, maybe twice a day. And I'm pretty sure that's like normal, right? I hope that it is. I've definitely been peeing a lot from this. I just think of it might be a bladder infection, might be what I have, but I don't know if it's supposed to hurt or burn, you know, if those are the symptoms of it, but I don't have burning, and when I like press down like my fingers along that area where I'm having this feeling, you know, nothing, I don't feel like any pain, no searing pain. The closest thing I felt to pain was honestly in my upper back, but I want to believe that's because I'm probably sleeping wrong as well. It's hard for me to sleep in my bed because my pillow is not a regular pillow. It's like a circular thing that I put a shirt over. So that could be something that's not helping. I kind of been sleeping on my side for a long time as well. So maybe that has something to do with it. That's why I felt this sort of pain or aching feeling or pulling feeling. I'm on the right side myself, you know. But I'm basically trying to do whatever I can to not sit down as much as I would before. I'm trying to walk a lot after I, you know, I've had my time like to do whatever on my computer game. I get up and I go do things. I have laid down a couple times too, but at night it's just really hard to do everything. It's really hard to rest at night. It honestly is. And I just want it to be. I just want it to pass and be over, and be done with. Because I would not wish this feeling on anybody, you know. But I really think that whatever I'm feeling has a big part playing into all of this. So hopefully I can get checked out as soon as possible, you know. So I can maybe get the diagnosis on what is actually going on, you know, with my body and everything. So that's for the most part what I've been dealing with. Mostly that. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do any streams this week or even the next. It's just really hard right now. But I'm trying to get through it. But other than that, other things that have been going on as well. I recently had a long sit down and talked with my father about a lot of things. A lot of things I've been holding in for a long number of years since I've been out of school and everything. That night, it was really nice, honestly, getting to talk with my father. He shared things with me about him and his dad and other experiences and whatnot, you know. And I felt like we're a little bit more connected than we have been, and that honestly makes me feel a bit better, you know, about our relationship. And I think I could be a little bit more honest with him than I have been for a long time after telling him everything that I told him. So, you know, I'm happy about that. It did cause a massive, ache in my back because I was so tense, during the entire thing. You know, because I wasn't trying to let anything, pass that I wanted to talk about. I tried to get everything I wanted to out there that night. And it seems that I did. Because I don't think there's anything else that I missed. So, you know, that happened. And I love both my parents very much. My mother and my father. Even if they're not together anymore. That doesn't change it. I love them both as much, you know. And you have to be, you know, mindful that they're not going to be here forever. And any day could be, you know, the last day with them. Because of, you know, just how the world is. So I just want to be the best son that I can be, you know, with them, with what I have, and what I can say. And to let them know that I'm thankful for all they do for me. So, that happened not that long ago. Another thing that happened is that, well, I got a new phone finally. So, my old phone, I believe I talked about this, was being a piece of shit because it wasn't working. Because of one bug or error that it had. Oh, hold on, I'm freezing up. Sorry. Because of one bug or error that it had where it kept having a systematic pop-up constantly showing up. Even if I dismiss it with the okay, it would just show up a second to 10 seconds later. It was basically RNG. But it was so impeding to the point where it would actually freeze the prompt and freeze the entire phone, to the point where if there was an alarm going off, the alarm would play the entirety of the ringtone that I had set for it and loop about 5 or 3 times. And the only way I can get it to stop was to either yank out the battery or hold down the power button and smash my finger across the OK dismiss prompt to hopefully get it to proc, so it could, you know, dismiss the freezing thing. But then it would just come back, you know, 10 to like 1 second later. Not to mention my phone is also busted to where the actual buttons for the volume sliders are missing, literally missing, and only the power button has its button. And I've actually like taped it down in the back of the case so it would actually function. It's kind of weird. For my old phone, there's like these metal pieces that are essential to pushing the buttons. You can't push the buttons without those metal pieces. You could try to, but it does nothing. You actually need those little metal pieces, and both of the ones that were on the up and down volume sliders fell off. I lost them. And thank God I had that last piece when my phone started to break that way a long time ago. Or else I wouldn't have been able to access it, and I probably would have been screwed, honestly. Because I probably wouldn't have had the money for it. But luckily I've saved at least enough to get a new one. My mom did put in a bit for me. I put in like most of it, but she helped me with the rest. So you know that was nice of her. So I do have a new phone now, and it's really big, really big compared to my other one, which is, you know, something I'm not used to. But the screen's also really nice. The thing about this one is that it's really slippery. I don't have a case for it because I just literally wanted the damn phone. It was time. To be honest, it's about time that I finally got a new one, because even the camera was busted on my old one. Only the front one kind of worked. But the back camera was completely fucked. So now I have this for when I need to, you know, or when I want to take pictures of like things. Maybe I could do some more shorts in the future, you know? That'd be good, because my phone can actually work. I don't have to like do an awkward angle where I have to do the front-facing camera to record things where I'm not supposed to show like my face on screen. That's how I actually did the Nanivore short. I had to do it with my old shitty phone with the front-facing camera. But now I have this one, so maybe I can do better shorts in the future with this, I hope. Even now, I'm still trying to see you unstacked, even though I'm not live. It's funny, it's just a habit of mine. I'm sorry about that. But this one is very nice. I was actually able to download a game that I could not before on my old phone, because apparently the hardware was not compatible. And that game is MSM, or Maple Story Mobile. And it was like, oh sweet. I checked it out. Well, I'm still playing it. It's way different, of course, being a mobile game. Controls are kind of awkward compared to the PC, because you have this weird like sliding thing for your movement, but the buttons are fine. Like, where you can assign your skills, it's actually pretty good. It's just the movement is kind of clunky. But I've been playing that recently, and I can actually now get my link rewards for it, so that's cool. Another game that I've been playing is Kingdom Rush Frontiers. I bought this game on my old phone, and it's literally the best Kingdom Rush game out of the series. Well, that I played, I will say. I think one other Kingdom Rush came out a while ago, or who knows when. That was after, what's that other one? The one that came after Frontiers, Origins. Okay, yeah, Kingdom Rush Origins came out after Frontiers, and that one was not good. That one was not as good as previous ones, so that one was a disappointment. But coming back and playing Frontiers is, you know, it's really good. It's a really fun little strategy game, and it can get really tactical with your troop deployments. Like just like today, when I had to beat what was it? Oh, an iron challenge? I think it was an iron challenge. No, actually, I don't know if it was the iron challenge. Because there's every level there's a challenge you can do after you beat it for the first time. There's the fist one, which is the one wave survival, where it's like they send a bunch. They just send an entire like. It's like they're sending 7 waves of enemies in one wave, so it's like a prolonged wave pretty much. It doesn't stop until you kill the last enemies. That's the Iron Fist wave. I think I'm gonna call it the Banner wave or Heroic. I don't know if it's called the Heroic wave, but it's the one that's like has the banner, the other side mode. That one on one of the desert levels. God damn, that thing took me a while to actually beat. I actually had to look up a guide, look up a video on how to do it, and well, I didn't follow the video exactly because it'd be hard for me to remember while playing the game. I didn't really want to bring it up on my computer, so I did it I started it in the similar way that the video did, but then I kind of improvised, and I actually made it. And I was like, no way, because that thing was taking me like the past 2 days to try to do, and then I just did it today, so it was really cool. And that's just I'm still in the beginning levels. I'm just trying to go through and like clear the levels itself without taking any hits, and then trying to do the side missions right after, so I don't like finish the game immediately. But yeah, I've been having fun with that. Everything on this phone is way much better, and especially Discord. I no longer have the curse of not being able to read my Discord messages because they're delayed to hell because of how my old phone was acting. So that's good. And my calls and messages are going through as well. So that's also just a bunch of pluses all around. It was about time that I got this. So I think at least my money saved was well invested this time around. And I still have like at least some still saved up in case something very small comes up that I need to like get for myself or whatever. But that's that, right? It feels like there's something else that I want to talk about, but I'm not sure. That could be it, honestly. I already talked about my condition right now, talking to my father, and then my phone. I don't think there's anything else for me to talk about. How long have I been here? 27 minutes it says on my timer. Well, I guess I should talk about the channel now. Sorry about that. So, as for me and the channel right now, because my problems arise at night, unless I find a way how to not feel the way I do at nighttime, I feel like really horrible, like I've been feeling the past couple days, then I don't know if I can stream right now, in all honesty. Even if I were to like cut back on the amount of hours that I usually stream to maybe like 2 hours per stream, at least for now, that won't help if I'm not feeling like okay to start streaming in the first place, Like when I did, I believe the second stream of Refrain Chord, I was feeling okay at the start. Same thing for Shadow of Mordor. I was feeling okay at the start, but then as I went on, things ramped down because of my body feeling like shit. So I don't know how I'm gonna handle streaming going forward. I can't promise that I will be streaming consistently. I'll probably have to cancel a couple days here and there. If not, just do maybe one stream out of the week. It's It's really hard. Because I would say streaming is definitely something that helps me get my mind off things. 100% helps me get my mind off things. And when I can't do that, it just fucking sucks, bro. It just really sucks. Because it's the most effective thing to help me like get over a bad day or like an awful ungodly feeling or anything like that. Streaming helps me do that. It really does, because I can just come on here, boot up a game, and chat with you guys occasionally. And that's what makes it so great. So not having that just blows. I want to get back to having that out of my regular intervals of streaming. Even the way that my schedule was adjusted was working for me. Starting earlier instead of at 10:30 actually did a lot, because if I went on for like 4 hours, it would only be like, what, 12 o'clock instead of like 3 in the morning. You know, that helped a lot. But right now, if I do decide to stream, I'm really gonna have to cut back on the amount of hours that I do it until I'm actually feeling 100%. And I've said before that I haven't been feeling 100%, not at all, because of that feeling that I have been having. I just really want to solve whatever is happening with me, so I can get back to doing what I love, pretty much, upon other things that I also need to take care of. Right now my body is definitely not in a good condition to be going to a lot of places and walking around too much, in all honesty. I know I've said I've been like trying to sit and stand at like different hours, but not at too prolonged of a time, so I don't wear out my body. But with this thing going on that I can't exactly pinpoint, it's gonna make it really difficult for me to try and go out and do things that I need to do or want to do. So I really think that right now I need to take it easy as much as I can, so that my body can get better and I I don't know, go back to feeling the way that I used to feel, just minus all the issues and problems that I was keeping hid, minus that, because that was not good. Well, I think this is the conclusion of this little after stream, I guess you can call it. This is the second time I've talked in a stream like this, but this is the first time I've ever done a stream that hasn't been live. You can think of this as pretty much like a pre-recording, except I'm streaming it, but like to where nobody can see it, because that's a format that I feel the most comfortable with, and I don't have to edit it. It's just as soon as I'm done, as soon as I hit this stop button, it'll get posted and it will be unprivated, and you all will be able to see it, so you can all know what's up. And I'm sorry for all the spots where I've stopped, take a moment to think about what I wanted to say next, because this is all, this is all never scripted. I'm never actually scripted at all. I just try to say what's on my mind. If it takes me a second, I just try to rotate it back to my thoughts as soon as I can. Or else I lose it and I gotta try to focus on something else. You know? But I think I have talked about everything I wanted to this time around. So, I guess for now, I'm just gonna try to take it back a few. Try not to sit in my chair too much. Well, as long as I used to, so I don't get any back issues or strains anywhere. And if I am feeling like okay, maybe we'll see a stream sometime soon, but I can't say when, and I hope you guys can understand that, and I think you guys would. Well, I think I'm officially out of things to say, because I've already said everything that need to be out there. So I think I'm just gonna hop off and go play some more Frontiers on my phone to keep myself a little bit distracted. So for now, everybody, I wish you all the best. I'll still be lurking here and there in probably my friends' streams, or just in other places as well in general. But for the most part, I'm gonna try to stay off stream if I don't feel good. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time, whenever that's gonna be. So, for now, guys, take care and goodbye.